Life Science, Ecosystems. Grade 2. In this episode, we will discuss interdependent relationships in ecosystems. Animals rely on the surrounding environment to get the food they need, including food, water, shelter, and suitable temperature. Animals rely on plants or other animals for food. Plants rely on air, water, nutrients and light to grow. Plants often rely on animals to pollinate or move seeds around. Different plants survive better in different environments because they have different requirements for water, minerals and sunlight.
Cause and effect. Animals and plants. How do animals rely on plants?
Animals rely on plants for food.
Why do plants rely on animals?
Plants often rely on animals to pollinate or move seeds around.
Why is plant prosperity so important to animals?
Because animals rely on plants for food.
Why a healthy environment is so important to plants?
Because plants rely on environment.
Why different plants survive better in different settings?
Because they have different requirements for water, minerals, and sunlight.
Interdependent relationships in ecosystems. Non-biological forces, including temperature, sun, water availability and altitude, determine where the primary producers, plants and algae, of the ecosystem can grow. These producers in turn help define specific communities. A community is considered a group of organisms that influence each other at a specific location and time. The habitat where organisms live can be defined by environmental conditions.
Interdependent relationships in ecosystems. Who determines the primary producers?
The plants and algae.
Who define an ecological community?
The primary producers.
What is an ecological community?
A community is a group of organisms that influence each other.
What defines an ecological habitat?
The environment defines it.
Pollination. Some plants are pollinated by birds such as hummingbirds. A few are pollinated by bats. But so far, more plants are pollinated by insects than any other plant. Plants have adapted many characteristics to attract pollinators. The bright flowers attract bees, flies, butterflies and moths into the nectar and pollen. Sometimes, the lines on the petals guide insects down into the flower, or the aroma will attract pollinators. Insects collect nectar from flower to flower, spread the pollen of the plant to other flowers on the plant and other nearby flowers. Most plants are not picky about who pollinates, and they have open flowers with ray and disked blossoms. Any place where insects can land, collect nectar and bring pollen to another flower.
Cause and effect. Pollination. Which animals can help pollinate plants?
Insects, birds, and bats.
How do plants attract animals for pollination?
they have adapted to bright flowers, clear petals, and aroma.
We have discussed interdependent relationships in pollination in ecosystems. Most importantly, we learned how to study with the cause and effect method.